These cocky rats have tried intimidate and play him dirty games with Mike Tyson.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeeley from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
McNeeley's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt.
Something the baddest man on the planet is more than happy to engage in.
I owe it to myself to go out here and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
Today, we're here to show you brutal fights, where Iron Mike Tyson boxed the ears off the cockiest rascals.
Oh, they hit after the bell once again. Combination,
This is boxing pride. Let's get it on. When talking about the rattiest behavior of them all, Ruddock is the guy that always comes up as the controversial topic. He was an upcoming star in the golden 90s and was the most fearsome opponent of Mike Tyson. Despite that professional approach, Ruddock at times let loose to his emotions and fathered the cheapest punches ever. Scary opponent with such clear villainous aura for Mike was a great opportunity to unleash his inner monster with no guilt afterwards. For the first time, allowing the fans to see the real Mike Tyson.
Ruddock dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Ruddock, mighty Mike Tyson.
Round one scheduled for
The very first seconds of the fight, two gladiators threw bombs, and with it, the game plan for the fight.
The big question, can Ruddock whistle taking some steam out of Tyson? Ruddock coming back. Now Tyson with a big left. He's just leaning on Tyson. Oh, right by Tyson.
Uppercut and then the right hand over. Oh, nice hook.
Here comes Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination. Tyson's promoter, Don King.
Ruddock realized it wasn't them waterholder guys, but a professional maniac he tried to held of the blazing fire from Mike.
Shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson.
But when you enter that ring, there is no coming back. The rat, not knowing any other way out, attempted his refined and the most reliable technique, trying to sneakily punch Mike on the break.
Oh, they hit after the bell once again.
Something meant to work as a point of advantage did a 180, and further fueled Tyson up with sheer hatred. Tyson ding-donged the head of a rascal left and right, thus sweeping the smile off of laughing rat for good. A bully, crazy in the head, Andrew Golota Drago wannabe from Soviet Union was known as a man who was ready to perform the most heinous acts in order to get the victory.
Conscious. Low blows, and down goes Bo again. Yeah. You're in Bo's camp and you're looking for some sign.
And it was believed that no one could stop the Soviet bastard.
Somebody said maybe I'm dirty, but it's not the truth, It's the truth, and I'm taking the shower like 3 times a day, so.
But the man from Catskill, New York, Mike Tyson, decided to take on such a dirty disturber.
Hit me low. Yeah, hit me low. I wish he'd do that. It's on like a mother.
He's over there laughing. We're up here laughing. Everybody laughing. This is serious stuff. We won't be laughing Friday. This is very serious. This is very, very serious.
Since the start of the fight, Tyson made sure he wasn't taking the ongoing as a match, but just how a lion takes a buffalo stuck in the mud. Massive overhand sat the bully down, for the first time giving Rat the idea of where actually he was at. Golota realized Mike wasn't the type to get bullied, and like Rat escapes the ship, Big Rascal sought for a way out. And despite the encouraging words from his coaches, Broken cowered with his tail tucked between his legs. Quit the arena.
Listen, boxing is a very, very difficult sport,
A next brash opponent of Mike was Irish Peter McNeeley. It was a first bout for a parolee.
Well, I have a lot of perplexities coming into the fight from my prior endeavors, being in prison, going through the court cases and my whole ordeal, but I just want to just do well.
But while McNeeley was trying to play gangster, Tyson was a gangster, and you could sense that.
I'm just happy to be here. Everybody's made their statements. I'm just ready to fight. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you.
Cocky Irish was known for his rude behavior at the face-offs, but in the fight with Iron Mike, McNeeley didn't dare to risk his dear life. The fight started, and immediately, Tyson demonstrated McNeeley the finest prison hospitality that he learned inside 3 years.
Advertised comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeeley. Seconds into the first round. Seconds into the fight, McNeeley on the canvas. Comes on the inside.
He isn't moving, and he's letting.
Hard-headed McNeeley rushed back in and intentionally headbutted Mike, which could not have gone unanswered by now pissed of Mike Tyson.
Mills Lane had stopped that nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut. Down goes McNeeley again.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely...
Crushing blows fueled with hatred downed McNeeley, and seeing their fighter eyes water up, his coaches rushed in to save their mongrel from Tiger. After spectacularly defeating Michael Spinks and uniting all the major belts, and it seemed that no one could do anything about that.
Mike, congratulations. Did you have any premonition that it would end this fast?
My trainer told me before I left, I bet both of our person that you knock him out in the first round.
Out of nowhere, a failed laboratory experiment. English Frank Bruno, a machine, appeared on the scene, with staggering figure that even Mike Tyson could envy the physique of. With a 97% knockout ratio and the remaining 3 which are said to be from a gun he hides in between his muscles, Bruno made sure the fight was never left to the judges' scorecards. Steroid Head, seeing his success, truly believed he was beating Mike Tyson easily.
But I want to knock him out so good into Don King's lap and wipe him off the mat because he's bad for boxing and his people are bad for boxing. I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly. No way he's going to beat me. No way.
His mouth wrote check. Let's see if his ass can check him. The fight took place in the hometown of Bruno, giving the cocky jock his required support. Skies were the limit to his confidence.
Going against the zebra.
In the very first minute of the fight, Tyson showed him the levels and almost made for the shortest title fight in the history.
Showing that he's not afraid. Hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with the right hand. And there goes Bruno. The first time in the fight. The first right hand.
The credentials of the dirty steroid jock were mere bollocks for Mike, eager to avenge. By the 4th, Bruno was as good as dead, playing a role of Mexican cartel's punching bag. Tyson intentionally smashed the mouth of Frank, not to let such rat hole to ever speak again.
It's about 8,000 or 9,000 at the hip.
And at the end of the 5th round, Tyson unloaded his high-caliber bullets to the head of a bodybuilder, as he didn't one that didn't
The
work.
uppercut lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with the right hand. A fighter cannot be saved by the hands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele...
Forever humbling him in front of his own home crowd. An undefeated heavyweight boxer and Olympic gold medalist Tyrell Biggs, known for his nasty jabbing style reminiscent of Muhammad Ali. But what was even nastier is a habit of cocaine usage. However, that didn't stop Biggs from taking young Mike's spot at the Olympic team. Despicable Biggs, knowing it was his Mike's childhood dream, decided to mercilessly ridicule and mock young teammate Mike for not making it in the Olympics.
You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
And after years of roaming through the heavyweight boxing,
23-pound weight advantage. And he's right here. He is picking his shots well. He is hurting. This one could be over.
the two once again were scheduled to meet in the ring, this time as enemies. Tyson has never forgot that nasty interaction, and this time wasn't planning to leave the bully smiling at the end.
Tyrell Biggs. 3 questions.
The fight started, and Tyrell used his snapping jabs to keep Tyson at bay.
To get that kind of leverage. See, whether or not Biggs will keep this up. Trying for the head. Now we're seeing head. Big man. To beat Biggs. Point the body, broke 3 ribs.
But the technique of this kind was long put down deep in the pages of history book.
Got nailed.
Mike didn't get to enjoy the coziness of Olympic Team House, at least his left hook repeatedly found home in Biggs' head.
Now, start those cuts. He took a big left hand there. Good body shot by Mike. Tyrell Biggs' corner, and look long and hard at that cut in the last round. And you're going to cut last round, and you're in on a break that time. Uglier.
The 60s style of Ali was no longer relevant, as relentless onslaught from Tyson just crumbled the bully. This very pressure, Biggs was completely familiar of, yet could never be ready.
So is a hurricane. What can you do about it? Well, here's something that hasn't been predictable the last couple of weeks because of the football strike, but inside the NFL will now be back because the strike has been, and I'll put it in quotes, settled.
Now shattered and completely humiliated, Biggs was akin to a lost stranger, looking for a fifth corner to rest in.
Another left hand, and there's a great shot. Biggs is in trouble. Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.
And when the music was right, Tyson loaded up the left hook, now bonded with Biggs, to sat the bully down. And with the second one, wrapped off this humiliating beating.
Oh, this is it. He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't.
Bringing up old business isn't something that suits the man of honor. Carl Williams, with the telling alias, The Truth, made it his thing and made his highlight story to tell everyone that at the age of 21, he beat 14-year-old youngster Mike Tyson in a sparring session.
So I got very angry that night. I went home and thought about it, and the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
Such cheap behavior infuriated, and he decided to expose the scummer in front of the whole world. The fight took place on July 21st, 1989 in Atlantic City Convention. The odds were 8-1, comparable to Zebra winning against a lion. Tyson was at the peak of his might, and Williams just happened to be in the wrong place.
Straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty.
Since the start of the fight, realizing the disadvantage, Williams utilized an illegal rat act, so-called hockey clinching.
Oh, standing there, Williams. I'm not sure that's good business. Both agreed there was very little relevance in that.
Tyson didn't waste a second, and with a beautiful slip hook, the show was over.
That's a change of plan. With what a left hook!
Often truth hurts. This time, however, truth was hurt, and after many years, Tyson won the rematch, stripping the rat a boasting matter. As a final boss in Tyson way to become the youngest champion in the history, was a provocatory street brawler, Trevor Berbick.
You do all this thing wrong. And you want a street fight? I break all the ribs in his body. If you want a street fight with me. That's what dirty, no good moral is. Money don't make a champion or make a person.
Who many believe that he inflicted unnecessary damage to the aged legend, Muhammad Ali.
Really hurt that time. He's wincing. Ali taking up. That's what he was yelling to the referee. Yeah, he yelled at him for that.
Since Customado appeared on the scene, Mike Tyson adopted two dreams: to befriend Muhammad Ali and become the heavyweight champion of the world. Two things that could be accomplished by defeating Trevor Berbick on that night.
Trevor Berbick has not had a fight in 244 days as opposed to...
Stop punching and step back clean. In equation from the challenger, 2 seconds.
But if he can, then he can be in the hunt.
Logic was never a friend of Trevor. However, even he must have known not to stand there and take punches.
Left hook, real tight. Right hand. Big right hand. Tyson's punches even sound.
Tyson, he's standing flat-footed right in front of him, and he's going to get clipped. Believe me, folks, he's going down.
By Tyson, and a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked.
Combination from Mike shook Berbick that with perhaps believed that the champion belt made him invincible or something. The second round begun, and growing with no father, Tyson decided to use Berbick's head as a piñata.
Punches are coming in such a succession.
A quick glancing hook to the forehead, and the fight is over.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. In boxing.
And last but not least, Mitch "Blood" Green, infamous gang leader from New York City. Green was a pretty decent boxer and had insane anthropometry mixing street life with a gym. However, seeing how Green was Mike's pockets, a gang leader let loose of his dirty mouth to try and get that coveted matchup with the Dynamite Kid Mike Tyson.
I want you, Tyson. Bang! Sissy. Homo. Michelle Sissy Tyson. He's a homo. He's still homo. His wife a homo. And I'm gonna knock him out. Michelle Sissy Tyson is a homo. Mike Tyson is a homo in disguise. I'm gonna kill you. I want you. Bang!
Tyson accepted the fight, and the bout took place Madison Square Garden, where Mitch promised to kill Mike Tyson in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mike Tyson. Mitch "Blood" Green.
Here on HBO, that between
The fight began, and the skill difference was hard not to notice.
the fan habit of leaning back. Watch the left hook movability.
Previously threatening, overconfident gangster was now completely broken.
Indicated that he was boxing. He learned in talking to some of the people he fought. Look at here, look at here. Just laughing at him.
Both in and outside.
Slip punches. Here again. Oh, what a left hand.
Tyson savored the punishment of Green, exposing him as a fake gangster and stripping the respect from streets. But as if the beating wasn't enough after long 3 years, Green pounced Mike Tyson on the streets in an attempt to regain his name in the street, but as a result, proving his words post-fight right. This is Boxing Pride. If you enjoyed watching, please leave a like and subscribe. This will motivate us to deliver more chilling content.